All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome into today's edition of In the Game. I am your host, Hustle. As always, we're going to be diving into the markets, but more importantly, is this bull run over? I mean, over the last 6 months, really since the month of October, so about 7 months, we've seen nothing but an uptrend in the market and really unprecedented times where we hit all-time highs before the halving. But I'm going to go over exactly why this dip is normal, and I think it's a great time to be accumulating some of these altcoins that have just taken astronomical dips for really no reason other than the fact that, Bitcoin's taken a little bit of a retrace. I think those who double down, triple down during these time periods are really going to come out on top. I'm going to go over exactly the tokens that I am eyeing for the strongest entries right now that you can ride up in the next wave of the market and throughout the bull cycle. So without further ado, let's get in the game. And as always, guys, drop down, hit that like button, and subscribe for more every single week and day here on In the Game. We're literally about 10 subscribers from 96K. Help us out down below and, help us reach 100K. Refer your friends over here if you're getting value out of the shows as well. Shout out to our sponsors here on In the Game. We have some amazing sponsors from Vulcan Forged, Ultra, Dreams Quest, Game Starter, NordVPN, Funtico, Moon Tropica. We have Reality Metaverse, Xverse, and Pika Moon. So shout out to all of our top tier sponsors here. And also, if you need an exchange to trade on, I know we have Bybit, Mexi, a couple other options down below in the descriptions. I know a lot of people are usually looking for more options to be able to place their trades. And specifically speaking, the gaming tokens that have been launching usually are immediately launching over on Bybit. So links down below in the description if you're looking for a place to be able to trade those newly launched gaming tokens. So let's jump into the market. Obviously, a little bit of a boost, 2% increase after FOMC yesterday. But really, it didn't do much for altcoins. We see a few altcoins doing, okay over the, we're seeing Shrapnel bounce a little bit, but it's been beaten down quite a bit. We have Echelon Prime down at $15. I think that that's a really valuable entry point there. I think that Carrot's interesting at this level as well. It has dipped quite a bit because of the airdrop sell pressure. But what I'm seeing with Carrot is there's no unlocks for 6 months. So this thing is very strong in my opinion. And just to kind of dive right into it, I'm stacking up heavy on gaming and AI altcoins. I think that I'm deploying, a lot of capital into early rounds. I'm delivering more value for the brands and the products that I work with. And to be honest, this is the time to double, triple, quadruple down as mentioned. And this is not the time to fade away. I mean, I saw someone who accumulated $1 billion of Bitcoin. This was just on the timeline, $1 billion Bitcoin buy at 68K, and he's selling it all now at 58K. So, some people can't stomach these bits of drops in the market, but after 6-7 months of nothing but up action, I think this is completely normal. And we have to understand that we just saw things that have never happened in Bitcoin's life cycle. A new all-time high before the halving, Bitcoin ETF. We have the Hong Kong ETH ETFs coming through the door. So whenever you look across the board, we're in unprecedented, uncharted waters whenever we're talking about the market. And I think, to be honest, this dip is completely normal, completely healthy. Things were getting a bit euphoric. Everyone's aping into different meme coins and pre-sales and all these things that just really weren't sustainable. So, I mean, at this point in time, I'm pretty bullish on accumulating right now. I think we might trade sideways to a little bit negatively here over the next month or two. But at the same time, this is the best time to plant those seeds as money's coming in or you've taken profits throughout this time period where the market was rising, which we had preached to do here on In the Game. Always take profits. So many people were waiting for the peak bull and just holding every single thing. But the liberty of taking profits on the way up, guys, is you have more capital to deploy into other opportunities like right now instead of being fully exposed to the market. So let's just jump into some of the ones that I am eyeing right now. Number one, Superverse. I think Superverse is at this point, it's my top infrastructure play for the cycle because of the fact of how many games they're working with, the market cap comparison compared to Beam, compared to Ronin, compared to IMX. It's just much lower, very ripe for growth, in my opinion, at this $400 million market cap level. Anything under $1, I think, is very, very solid as far as an entry point when it comes to Superverse. I mean, working with Wilder World, Off the Grid, Shrapnel, all these big games, it just makes sense that I think Super is going to have so much exposure to the gaming landscape. And eventually with their partnerships with Beam, IMX, Polygon, there's a lot cooking up here behind the scenes with Super. So I love Super as far as a DCA today. Another one I think is really nothing but positive updates, but also has taken a little bit of a plunge just due to the market. I mean, no altcoin is exempt from the times that we've seen and the amount of sell pressure and people just panicking and Bitcoin taking a dip, etc. We see Wilder World here. Their Wilder Wheels tournament is coming up. Like I think yesterday they teased 100,000 wild in prizes, which is going to be absolutely awesome to see. They'll be out at Consensus in Austin later this month. I'll be out there as well with the Wilders and just seeing what that's all about. I've played the game. It's absolutely brilliant. But then we see here the first person and third person shooter. It looks absolutely sick. As we see here, the shooter prototype, the graphics look amazing, the gunplay, the movement, the characters, everything about this is up to Wilder World standards. And let's go look and find the Wilder World token here. And let's just look over the year. This thing recently got, guys, this thing got up to $1.16 and now it's 70 cents. And honestly, nothing but more bullish developments have come across. Nvidia, they've partnered with Celestia, Polygon, Epic Games, a lot of things going on in this ecosystem that make me more than bullish on accumulating Wilder World at these levels. Another one, simple play here, Beam. I mean, and look, I know a lot of people are always like, new tokens, but right now is not the time to be just bringing in a bunch of new tokens into your portfolio. It's actually quite the opposite. And I think that people misunderstand this in the market. Right now is the time period you should be adding on to your highest conviction bags, the one that you are most excited about, the ones that you are most bullish on, not filtering in new projects that are super low market cap that could just like 100x, but you don't know when that's going to happen. And then the market cap could take a plunge during these time periods. So I'm DCAing into strength right now. The ones in my portfolio that are the anchors of my portfolio. So stuff like Super, stuff like Beam, as far as games go, stuff like Wilder World, stuff like Crown. We'll get into that here in just a second. I think Zentree, this is a great opportunity in the market. I talked about this one on Monday, but the rebrand from GuildFi here, this just makes a lot of sense. It kind of shakes off the cobwebs in a way and makes this token a new cycle token, just like Beam is. So this is the GuildFi new ecosystem token, which is called Zentree, and I found it here. As we see here, $46 million market cap. I think that this one has a lot of potential to pick up some steam and traction. I know that they're working on a lot of things in the ecosystem, like building their own games, launching and incubating an ecosystem of products, the potential chain that they're building. They're partnered up with Beam already. So very, very bullish on what's going on over here at Zentree. And then when we talk about individual game ecosystems, right now, super bullish on Crown. I think Crown at these levels, yesterday it was like 75 cents. Let's check it here. Yeah, 80 cents right now for Crown. I mean, it's Derby week, and they have a lot going on as far as the public eye goes right now. Benzinga just did coverage for their Kentucky Derby $100,000 prize pool with their Superfecta scratch off contest. And if you didn't see that, the founder posted about it here. The Coinbase wallet users are allowed listed for 3 free NFTs for the 150th Kentucky Derby. And it's a reminder that you have until Saturday to claim these, and it's on base. One of which is guaranteed to win $100,000. So big week here for Crown. And honestly, at these levels, given Solana and everything that, the chains had some issues over the last few weeks or whatever the case is, but still bullish on the thesis of Solana and Solana gaming. And I think that Crown definitely leads the charge as far as that narrative goes. Another one on Solana that is making some big updates recently. And I know it's a little bit overlooked because of the market cap. It's just so low at this point in time. 8 million market cap here on Decimated. If I'm going to DCA into a super low market cap game right now, it would be Decimated. I think that when you see they just got listed here on Epic Game Store, and I mentioned this on Monday, but this game and this product, the graphics are on par with an off the grid. The graphics right now are better than other ecosystems and other games at this point in time. They've been building for some years and they have a lot of exciting updates around the corner. I think at an 8 million market cap, this one is definitely a strong play to DCA. And then if I'm looking across the board, I still love Mavia this month. I think Mavia's got some big updates that could probably give them a second leg upwards. I think Citus, with everything going on, and a 36% dip here, this is just too much of a dip. I would be scooping this up at a 0.007 level, $70 million market cap. I think this one definitely hits $1 billion this cycle. Moon Tropica, I mean, it's down 42% over the month. This is another one. It's shown so much strength in the market. I think that this will have a huge run whenever it comes back. And as far as the market gives it a little bit of an uptrend for altcoins. So there's a lot of good positions out there. Creo Engine's another one I'm very bullish on. Honeyland's taken such a dip that it's almost a no-brainer buy at this point in time. And I know there's a lot of people out there that didn't take profits or got in a little late. And look, I would just consolidate your positions into the strength. Like I mentioned, Super Beam, Wilder World, Zentree, Crown, whatever the case is, consolidate those positions into your favorite positions and the ones that you are most bullish on this cycle. Don't be adding on the crap, the fat on your portfolio, right? Think of it like you're building an athlete, right? You want lean body mass, lean muscle mass, right? You don't want to add fat to your portfolio. So trim the fat in your portfolio right now and add the strength into your portfolio. That is the way to play it right now. I'm allocating some of those low market caps that I've kind of, I was playing with when the market was really hot, and I've allocated them kind of back into the strong positions. When we ride it back up, then we can kind of go a little more widespread and play with more low market cap tokens. But that's kind of the way that I'm playing it at this point in time, just stacking up my highest conviction plays in the portfolio. And then a few updates of things you can go do right now. Market's down, but there is no shortage of activity to be had. You can jump into the Rumble Kong League Gatorade experience. As far as RKL and the upcoming Fame token, I'm super bullish on everything that they have coming. I mean, most people just consider this a single game, and it is way more than a single game in this ecosystem. So they just partnered up with Gatorade. You can go to rumblekongleague.com/Gatorade and actually hop into this right now. We go over here. Illuvium is doing a $25 million airdrop. That's right, $25 million. I mean, I'm super bullish on Illuvium still. They've navigated bull, bear. They've seen everything that the market can throw at them. You can actually use my link here, link.illuvium.io/hustle, and you can jump into this and compete for your share of $25 million in ILV. We have the X-Borg presale. If you are looking to get involved with an early round token backed by Swissborg, and they have tons of quality partners here, including a couple of my collections, you can use XBG-Hustle, and you can actually get involved here on the X-Borg presale. And then one I think you have to have your eyes on coming up, because it's incubated by Entangle-Fi. And if you don't know Entangle, let's go find the token quickly, because this was one of the premier launches so far of this cycle, and it actually goes under the radar, but it is at $1 billion fully diluted right now. Basically performed just as well as Portal did on launch, but it actually right now has a lot more utility in the tank, and they're actually incubating the next generation meme token, which is Borpa token. This is going to be a huge hit, just seeing how they brought Entangle to market. And on tomorrow's show, I might be able to bring you guys some white lists for this. So, get ready potentially to be able to enter this at the ground level. But this is one I'm super bullish on, considering who is incubating this project. And then a quick shout out to our sponsors here on In the Game. Ultra just launched their blockchain to the public. Now, this was in the background for quite a while. I've been hearing rumblings about it going public. Whether you're looking to launch your own smart contracts, create NFTs on the Ultra chain, develop dApps, the Ultra blockchain is your new playground. So you can jump in. This is a public blockchain to build on now. I think it's a big step for Ultra. For people that want to tap into their ecosystem, they can start utilizing the Ultra chain. So shout out to Ultra. And it's another one, if we just find this on the 16 cents at a $50 million market cap. I think that this one's definitely a pretty solid buy if I had to say so myself. Right now, we have GameStarter, which just continues to push out good launches and quality launches here. They have the HoloNext IGO private round now live. Everything going on with their ecosystem games like Overtrip. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's like a combination of like Fortnite meets like a little bit faster pace model. Really bullish on everything GameStarter has going on. And at their market cap, once again, it's a beauty to be able to have sponsors that I'm genuinely bullish on. Like, I think that GameStarter is pretty beaten over the head as far as market cap goes right now. If I could just find the token, there it is. $4.8 million market cap is absurdly low for something like GameStarter. So shout out to GameStarter. And then last but certainly not least, Moon Tropica. I mentioned this earlier in the show. They have a lot coming through the door this month with their private beta, as well as just a lot of gameplay updates, people being able to jump into the product. It's been one of the best performing GameFi tokens of this cycle already. And I think that they have a lot more room to run. And as we see here, this is just hilarious. 4 months for CZ. Pray to the crypto gods that he returns unscathed. This is the Moon Tropica CZ character. So pretty funny there. So shout out to all of our sponsors. And I will be back on Friday to recap the week and go over everything we're seeing in the market. But otherwise, guys, like the video, subscribe, help us hit 96K and then up to 100K. We're trying to hit that by the end of May. That is the goal. So shout out to everyone in the comment section as well. I read all the comments. I see everyone's positions that they're looking to get covered on or whatever the case is. So leave your comments down below, subscribe to the channel, and like the video. Help us get in front of more like-minded people that are bullish on crypto gaming and AI, just like yourself. And I'll be back tomorrow. As always, play well, my friends.